Men aged 18 to 22 will never compete with men aged 27 or above when it comes to attracting women. I remember back in high school, right, you see that pretty girl in your class, the prettiest girl in school, right, you're attracted to her, you start flirting with her a bit, you're trying to make some moves on her, right, and then you've come to the realization that she's onto a guy in college. You come to the realization that she wants someone who is older. And then I got to college, right, and I started seeing some girls there, and you start to think, wait, girls actually want guys their age. We've finally found it, right? We're finally going to have some success. And then you realize that all the prettiest girls are onto guys who are at uni, right? You can't win. And then I got to university and the same thing happened there. You realize that all these 20-year-old girls, all these 21-year-old girls are all going for the men who are 27 or above, all the older guys. It came so apparent to me at uni that all the girls were going for older men. It was literally, I could not ignore it. I truly think that it is pointless to try date seriously in your late teens or your early 20s. You are just never going to compete with those older guys. Listen, I'm not saying you can't have fun. I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself. I'm not saying that you can't speak to girls your age, because of course I did that. So have you. So has every other man in the world. Right, but what I'm saying to you is that the prettiest girls, right, the girls that you really want, the girls that you're ultimately attracted to, they're going to want older guys. And that's just a simple fact. And I'm going to tell you exactly why in today's video. Number one, you will never have the resources that a 27-year-old man has. He's got the car, he's got the apartment, he's got his finances sorted, he's got that nice, stable 9-to-5 job, right? But what I want you guys to understand is that it's not about the material possessions, right? It's not about the fact that he's got some fancy apartment. It's not about the fact that he's got a nice Mercedes G-Wagon that he's driving her around in, right? And she's playing passenger princess, right? It's not about this. What it's really about is the safety and security that comes with this. It's the safety and security that this kind of life provides, right? It's very stable. She can trust it. Let's imagine you're a 20-year-old man, right? And you've got a beautiful 20-year-old girlfriend, right? You're the same age. Everything's going good. You're a year into the relationship, right? You're a uni student. She's a uni student. You've both got little flats, little uni accommodation, right? Maybe you've got a little car. Maybe you've got a little runabout, right? You've got a little job at a supermarket, maybe a local bar, right? A little job to tie you over. And then this guy comes along and he's 27 years old, right? He's got a nice, stable 9-to-5 job where he's getting 35, 40, 50 grand a year. Right? She can go on any date she wants with this man. He's taking her out to the best restaurants, the best bars, the best activity dates, right? They're going axe throwing. Right? You're going mini golf with her, £10. You've got to understand that there's levels to the game. Who do you really think she's going to pick? When you're saying come back to mine and you've got a little student accommodation, right? A little 1-bedroom, right? And he's saying come back to mine and he's got this big apartment with a balcony, right? Imagine that. You can't compete with that. The reality is it might not be now. It might not be even in 6 months' time, right? But that girlfriend, your girlfriend, is eventually going to get stolen by an older man. Right, because when she does eventually meet this guy and she sees his lifestyle, right, she sees he's got his shit together, she feels safe around him, right, he's got his finances to protect her, how is she going to feel? She's going to gravitate towards this man because he can provide something that you can't. He's got the resources to supplement her life that you simply do not have. And that's not your fault. That's no one's fault. That's simply because he's been around longer. Right? He's had more time in life to get his shit together. He's probably been that 20-year-old guy who's lost his 20-year-old girlfriend to someone like him. But now he's 27 years old, coming into the peak of his life. He can just snatch girls up whenever he feels like it. Number two, hypergamy looks for the best man, right? What you guys have got to understand is that women do not get into a relationship with potential. They wait at the finish line and fuck the winner, right? They pick the winner. They get into the relationship with the winner, right? Your 20-year-old self, your 18-year-old self, you have not figured everything out yet. Right, you haven't experienced enough in life to have your shit figured out yet. So how do you expect this girl to get into a relationship with you, to get into a loyal, committed relationship with you through potential, through what you could be later on in life, through what you could have, the finances that you could have, right, the life that you could have? She's not going to do that. She's going to pick the man that has it now. I remember back when I was in university days, right, and I was in the clubs, the student clubs out there, and I used to watch all these girls, right? You'd be speaking to girls all night, but you'd watch the best, most attractive looking girls, right? They'd all go to the promoters who were older. Them guys would be 25, 26, 27, right? They'd all go to those guys. Or they'd all go to the big spenders who have got the tables, right? And at the end of the night, you'd see these girls drive away in the passenger seat of a G-Wagon, of different kind of Mercedes. And I'd sit there and I'd think, what is this? I haven't figured this out yet. Why are all the girls gravitating towards these men? And then I realised women date up. Right, me being on their level, me being in their class, studying the same thing as them, at the same stage in life as them, the same amount of resources. They probably knew how much money I had at the time, right? I had a little part-time job, right? They knew my finances weren't sorted. I had a little run-around car, right? I wasn't competing with these guys, right? No matter what kind of chat you have, no matter what kind of communication skills you have. Because back in the day, right, I had a little mouthpiece and I thought that's all I needed. And it's funny now looking back, because you can have parts of the game, you can have parts of things that are going to make you successful with women, but that doesn't mean you have the whole jigsaw figured out. You need to figure out the whole puzzle and realize that women date up. They date men who are better than them, men who do not care, men who don't want them, men who can pick between the bunch. The third and final reason why older men will always outcompete younger men for women is maturity. Right, this is something that I've seen so much recently and it's starting to piss me off. Right, guys who make silly noises, right, guys who are trying to be funny, guys who are using inside jokes and slang that you use with your guy mates, with women that you're trying to attract or speak to. Guys, this doesn't work. You need to kill part of that inner child in you that wants to try be funny, that wants to be the class clown, that makes silly noises. Right, these silly noises, guys, they show lack of maturity. You think these older guys make funny little noises? No, they don't. Then you've also got fluctuations in your vocal tone, right? When you're speaking to women, when you speak to attractive women, you're getting a bit nervous, right? You're getting very high-pitched, right? You're getting very excited when you're speaking to her. No way! Guys, you need to remain some degree of monotone, right? You need to stop showing so much expression in your voice, right? The way you're being excited about everything, that kid inside you that wants to come out, you really excited, yeah? No, cut it out. You're talking too fast as well when you're nervous with women. You need to stay at a cadence, at a rhythm that's very natural, right? That's very normal. You're very calm, very relaxed, right? Very stoic, right? When you speak to that woman that you fancy, you need to stop speaking so fast, right? And then I went to the shop and then I went, calm down. These older 27-year-old guys have already figured this out, right? They're speaking very relaxed. They're sitting back in the chair. They're only speaking when they actually need to speak and not telling stories, not just to ramble on for no reason, right? This is what younger guys do. They speak too much. You need to dial it back. Only speak when you really need to. Let me tell you something. If you can dial in that maturity at a younger age, you are going to get so many more women, right? So many more women your age, even older, are going to be attracted to you, right? Because you're giving off those older vibes. Are they going to stay in a relationship with you? Probably not, right? But you guys need to have fun, right? Chill, experience different women at a young age, and then you can sort the long-term shit out later. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, drop it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. I love you.